Hi. So today we're going to talk about metacognition because it's really impossible to teach reading comprehension strategies if you don't teach about metacognition, which is thinking about your own thinking. So we're going to do a little pretending for a little while. You're going to pretend that you are the teachers, which is pretty easy because you are teachers. And you're going to listen to me read a brief text that is a challenging text. My friend recommended this book to me. It's got 410 pages and has many difficult words. As my teacher, I want you to see what you notice about me as a reader. This is a challenging text for me, but I'll do my best as I read the first paragraph out loud to you. Early in the 12th century, in the city of Tovan in northern Armenia, close to Georgia, there lived an eminent family of Kurds, the master of whose house was surnamed Namj ad-Din, which meant excellent prince and star of religion. Namj ad-Din had a boon comrade named Biruz, a man of intelligence and charm, qualities matched by only his bent for trouble. All right. Now, since you can't turn to talk, I'd like you to think or jot down, what do you notice as me about me as a reader? Go ahead and write it down. And let's hear what you think. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret. If you thought I was a great reader. There's something you don't know about me, though. And sometimes I fake people out when I read. Let me explain. When I was in 4th grade, I used to play a little trick on my teacher, Miss Kaufman. Do you want to know what the trick was? I'm sure you have done it or know someone who has done it. Sometimes my teacher would ask for volunteers to read out loud to the class. So I would always raise my hand. I could read aloud with the best of them. I could pronounce the big long words and read very fast. My classmates were impressed. But there's something I wasn't doing. Something that readers should always do. I wasn't thinking. I was just reading the words like a robot would do. If Miss Kaufman had asked me questions about what I read, I wouldn't be able to give thoughtful answers. Guess what? I was doing this fake kind of reading when I just read you that passage. It sounded good, but the thinking was missing. You can't always tell just from listening to somebody read. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever done robot reading or fake reading? Action.
I am Miriam. This is my aunt. And we are gonna be reading Don't Laugh at Me.
Yes, and my wonderful niece Miriam, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I am in 3rd grade. I was born in 2012 and I go to Near North Montessori.
Awesome. So Miriam volunteered to help me demonstrate what real reading looks like. And we know what fake reading looks like. I used to do it all the time. And I know my son does it a lot. Miriam's cousin, Gibson, is a good fake reader.
I am too.
Miriam too. But today we're going to do real reading. And what we're going to be doing is every time we get to the text, we're going to be making a salad. The text is the tomatoes, the thinking is the lettuce, so that you have a visual of what real reading looks like. And it is a combination of text and thinking. So we're going to start. I'm going to read the text, and Miriam is going to do some thinking out loud after each page. Don't laugh at me. Do you want to predict what this might be about? You're thinking?
Wow.
Based on the title?
I think it's about all these people who don't want to be laughed at.
Oh, that's a great prediction. That's some thinking. You want to put some thinking in our real reading salad? All right. Where is it? Here we go. I'm a little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. Text.
I wonder what geek means.
Wondering. Awesome. A little girl who never smiles because I've got braces on my teeth, and I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep.
I mean, so many people modern days have braces. I wonder why she doesn't want to show them, because I've actually been wanting braces.
That's a good connection. I'm sure you'll get them soon. I'm that kid on every playground who's always chosen last.
I wonder why he's chosen last.
Does this remind you of anyone or anything?
I don't know.
It's okay to
Most
say no.
kids who are chosen last isn't because they're not the liked.
I'm the one who, excuse me, I'm the one who's slower than others in my class. Excuse me. You don't have to be my friend, but is it too much to ask?
I wonder why he's very slow.
Miriam has lots of wonderings, which is a great way to read. Ha 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 ha. And she's saying, don't laugh at me. Does that remind you of anything?
Don't laugh at me.
It's the title of the book. That's some serious thinking right there. And some text. Got any more thinking? What else are you thinking?
I wonder why she's saying don't laugh at me.
It looks like they're laughing at her, huh? All right, now we're going to switch, and Miriam's going to be the reader, and I will demonstrate the thinking. I'll hold the book for you, honey. Here we go.
I'm the beggar on the corner. I'm the beggar on the corner. You've passed me on the street. I wouldn't be out here begging if I had enough to eat. Don't think I know. Just that our eyes never meet.
Here, let's switch because you're now the text. Go ahead and put your text in, and there is so much thinking on this page. I'm not so sure if you could see, but I'm thinking that this gentleman, this is hard to do backwards. This gentleman down here is the one who's talking. And I'm also thinking that over here is his sign that says we'll work for food. And I wonder if you have ever passed someone on the street who is asking for help and you didn't make eye contact. I've done it. I've also given people on the street money. It also reminds me, sorry, there's a lot of thinking happening here. It reminds me of New York or somewhere where there's lots of business people in contrast with homeless people, or San Francisco. All right.
I was born a little different. I do dreaming from this chair. I pretend it doesn't hurt me when people point and stare. There's a simple way to show me just how much you care.
Awesome. You want to put your text in? First of all, this made me feel sad for the little boy. The little boy reminds me of the kid in Wonder, Augie Pullman, because he's wearing a helmet. And it also reminds me of Augie because it feels like he's wearing that to hide from something which looks like he's in a wheelchair. Okay. It's a lot of thinking for one page.
Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. I'm God's eyes, we're all the same.
This page made me happy when I saw the three friends and when Miriam read that in God's eyes we're all the same. That made me feel good. And I like that the kids were standing up for themselves.
Someday we all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me.
Awesome. I like that it looks forward to the future. Do you want to put your text in? And focuses on the positive.
I'm glad, I'm thin, I'm short, I'm tall. I'm deaf, I'm blind. Hey, aren't we all?
Well, yeah, this is one of my favorite pages. The illustrations show how we can all be really different. Don't forget your text. At the same time, we all have our faults, right? So don't laugh at someone else. Awesome. And that's the end. Thank you, Miriam, for your help today. Let's take a look at our salad.
Looks like lots of lettuce.
Lots of lettuce, which is the thinking, right? The text is only a small portion of the real reading salad. So now you know what real reading looks like. It's text and lots of thinking. It's not just reading the words. Yay!